Hello and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. We are continuing where we left off, trying to expand both downward here to our volcano area and getting this hydrogen sorted out. So it looks like the hydrogen's in a pretty good place overall, although temperature-wise, I want to make sure this is all good to go. So not enough has pumped out of this yet. And this isn't going to actually do anything for quite a while. It's going to take a long time because the volume of hydrogen that pumps out of here is not significant. So it's going to take a while for enough heat to generate to transfer to this metal tile, to then transfer to the water, to then, run the steam engine. But it's just really meant to cool down the hydrogen to a point where it can be pumped into these hydrogen generators without too much of an issue. So, looks like our natural gas is getting pumped out, no problem. Hydrogen is slowly but surely being processed. Yeah, it looks like 500 degrees outgoing is not really having much of a problem temp shifting over, so everything seems to be going all right with this so far. 3 seems to be a sufficient number for the quantity that's being pumped, at least for the time being. I might, depending on how this goes and how our batteries hold up, um, take a look at that. Because it's just pumping, it's not separating out at all. It's not like pausing if the batteries are full. It's just straight up going all the time, which is fine if it's the only thing to do that and everything else is cycled on the battery, but I don't want to max out the battery and then have the hydrogen wasted by continuing to be pumped. So we'll kind of monitor it for a cycle here, make sure everything's okay. I think we're consuming enough power to justify running it all the time, but I certainly don't want to waste it if I don't have to. Mop that up, dig that up. I don't know why there's a lot of water just kind of chilling out there. Okay, let's take a look at our other planetoid here. Looks like they're struggling a little. Looks like water is their biggest issue. Polluted water specifically. So I might have to do something with that. Looks like we have a chlorine gas vent here. Did we get down to here yet? Liquid sulfur. Okay. Let's go back to our spacecraft. Looks like we don't have any food stored at the moment. We have calories available, so that shouldn't be a problem in particular. Are these all successfully switched out to stone hatches? No. Well, yes and no. They're switched. They just don't actually have enough stone hatches in there at the moment, but we've got more being bred. It will be fine in the long run. All right, looks like our batteries are getting pretty full up. They did not quite hit peak, but they got pretty close. Oh, wow. So it's still going up overnight, huh? This is when solar's not outputting anything. Seems like the battery cycle is doing just fine. Yeah, so I'm gonna wanna put some sort of limiter on this so it's not wasting a bunch of hydrogen. Or at least pump it to storage. Wonder if we could sneak a smart battery in here somewhere. I suppose we could put it down here. Go ahead and pop a smart battery in here along with some heavy watt wire. Looks like we're running a little bit low on the old copper here. So we're definitely going to need to find some sort of copper volcano. Run that along with that. So this is going to have to, like, to prevent this from building up too much gas pressure, we're going to have to put this into some sort of storage container. Oh, wow, we got, like, the whole crew in here. This should be on the same grid. So we want to stop this around 90. And have it go till about 10%. So I'm hoping eventually this catches up to over here, where these batteries are maxed out. It should be all part of the same circuit. Yeah. All right, so it is disabled right now. That's fine. It could build up there. Not worried about that. All right, it's gonna run off battery for a while. Temperature is starting to increase, which is perfectly acceptable. All right, let's take a look down here, see if any of this got built out. It did. We have no power going here. Let's take a look. Oh, this isn't. Wow, they didn't do anything with that. And that is because they cannot reach. So let's get a ladder all the way down here. And then they can take care of that. They can take care of this. Let's dig this out a little bit. And that should be able to get that done. Is there any copper left on the map? A little bit. Oh, wrong button. All right, let's take a look and get that dug out if we can. Oh, we got to build a tile here, and that'll let them be able to hop across. Probably also dig this out as well. Is there any other copper? Oh, there's a little bit tucked away in all these different spots. Some hydrogen either still leaking up here or has always been up here. I'm not quite sure, but Go ahead and dig through that. We probably should, like, build an actual wall here at some point. All right, so our power seems to be just fine. Is that at a different percentage? No, it looks to be about the same. So I think it is synchronized, but I'm not 100% sure. All right, let's try to get some food underway here. Looks like our bristle blossoms are doing okay. Do we have any other bristle blossoms? No, just this one. So I would like to get them to walk through here because that would be like a nature preserve and that would increase their morale, which is doing okay. I mean, everybody's at 0% stress, so I'm not that worried about it. All right, this bristle blossom is starting to get too warm. Yes. So what's going on here? This is cool water coming through here. So the problem, I think, well, it's not radiant pipe. So let's do a little bit of radiant pipe. Copper is good, although it's kind of what we're in short supply on. All right, let's replace all that pipe with radiant pipe. That'll help cool the plants down. It should just make things better in general. Certainly will help keep things cleaner. I don't know why they keep leaving this food out. Let's use the fridge. All right, temperature-wise, this is pretty nice and cool. Shouldn't be an issue to let that go. All right, is this so this okay, so this hasn't been pumping out any polluted water, which explains why this is starting to warm up a little bit. All right, let's take a look at our blueprint. I don't really want any of those, so let's go ahead and pick a pip. Can we get our ship up in the air? Get some barbecue, some bristleberry. Maybe even some stuff. Nah, let's not get stuff berry. Just bristleberry. Go ahead. Hopefully we can get some stuff in there and then we can take off. All right, we got a little bit of barbecue. 4,000 calories. Honestly, it's probably enough, but I'm gonna try to get at least one more little bit in there. Was he just kind of stop midway through delivering? All right, 8,000 calories is enough. Let's go ahead and just go out into space. Waiting for my pilot to show up. There's the boy. And away we go. All right, Harold, let's come on. You're who I want. Take the suit off. Should be fine for a while. So let's go ahead and let him do his thing. Make some of them data banks while he can. All right, is there anything else I need to worry about running here? I don't think so. All All right, let's go revisit down here, see if they've made any progress. They have. Looks like we're pumping out a bunch of steam. Where exactly is that venting? Oh, up here. All right, so that's going into the carbon here. All right, so that's going okay. Where does this Dreco coming from? You gotta go. All right, we got critter starvation going on. Body temperature appears to be the issue here. It's not too surprising because this water is just warming up and it's not doing anything. So we gotta cycle this water back up to here. Which, that's gonna be a fun little treat. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this liquid pipe. Ugh. Already on a bad already on a bad route. Alright. Take a look. This is the right material. We're gonna have to build like a ladder or something to get up in there. Try to hide this in there. Up one. And then we output to there. That should be good. And it looks like they do have access to all that. The only spot they might not have access to is... Well, let's get rid of all that piping. No, they have access to it. I thought it was yellow for a second, but doesn't appear to be. So they should be good getting all of that in. Let's go ahead and... That should cycle water through it, which will bring fresh, cool water in, which should just make things better in general. Harvest ready, but it's dead. Probably because of the temperature. Alright, we'll let that do its thing. See what's going on over here. Just a bunch of water getting dumped in here. Curious how this is going to work with Paku in here. Keep dumping gas in here every time we enter. Alright, hopefully we can pump out. So when this molten volcano goes off, the water should be here. Let's get that last tile built, and then we'll take these out one at a time. All right, we certainly don't need any more of that. Let's go ahead and we do not want them to access this way. I want them to go over here. All right, what is going on with the automation side of this? All right, so right now it's thermosensor. That's probably in a terrible spot because I think the molten heat is gonna just annihilate that. But ultimately, we're gonna put some sort of like insulated tile here. Let's go ahead and issue a sweep command to get this all out. Deconstruct, deconstruct. Build a tile. Build a tile. Well, I kind of got to build one tile at a time, otherwise it's gonna like build one there and then not that one. They're kind of dumb sometimes. So, all right, we'll let that do its thing. I think we're finally getting to a spot that's doable. They should be able to enter through here, I think. Yes, they can. All right, perfect. Can issue deconstruct and a construct there. Hopefully they can do up that. I really just want to get this built up to where there's a wall here. And then once all this air's completely pumped out of here, I can deconstruct this. I can build a insulated tile here, and then everything can kind of hopefully cascade down here. Well, I kind of got to leave this in place till all this water gets evaporated out and then pumped out. Which hopefully will be happening pretty soon. There is steam entering this gas pipe here. Hopefully it'll be a lot of steam when this goes off in 7 cycles. And then we can just pump out all this extra water that's here for no reason. There's really no point in mopping because water's going to keep dripping down. Because it's coming from all the way up here and up here. So there must be melting polluted water somewhere. Or it's just excess coming over from here. Although I gotta imagine this stuff is what's melting. Alright, how is our little hydrogen setup doing? Battery seems to be very stable. I am a little worried about this not erupting because it's full. So I think we're gonna have to build some sort of storage container over here. Go ahead and get that going. Get this deconstructed, then I'll put it there. All right, 6 should be enough. We'll see. I just want a place to store all of it. All right, let's go down here. Go across here. Go to here because we know we're going to put one there. And then we'll have to route the exit gas pipe back up. Well, we have to deconstruct this pipe. And then what we're gonna have to do is put a new outgoing pipe from here. Didn't want to do that. Okay. So all gas should be pumped into here first. And then once it's pumped in here, it'll get pumped through and pumped into the hydrogen generators, which will only be on at certain times. But right now, I think this is overpressured, so it's not venting any hydrogen, which is a problem. Is it still pumping out gas here? Actually, this is... I mean, it's not enough of it, but it is the type of gas that I do want here. I gotta deconstruct this and then build a... heavy watt joint plate there. Hydrogen will kind of help this, I think, not get too hot. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Right. Hopefully, this finishes up pretty quick. Let me set the priority to 9 on this, because I definitely want that to get done sooner than later. How is this looking over here? Well, it's going to be a couple cycles before this makes any meaningful progress, but let's go ahead and I just want to get this all filled in so that when the volcano erupts, all of the liquid goes this way instead of like falling back in this direction. Let's take a look at our new printable options. Let's get some ethanol. We're not doing anything with it yet, but better to have it, I guess. So I'm thinking about putting this polluted water vent and pumping it into the teleporter input, because they seem to have a shortage over here of polluted water. They have regular water just fine, but polluted waters they're definitely running out of. They're also out of food, which is not good. And all has to do with irrigation. Yeah, this is a real big problem. All right, so we're gonna have to get polluted water over here. Let's see what convoluted system I got cooked up over here. All right, so this is the input. The output is actually really conveniently close, so let's... I think we could just tap the line right there. All right, this is a little bit tricky because it's kind of like a section that's kind of difficult to access. Oh, it's not that difficult to access. I guess I could just let's see. Liquid pump. Let's do a little gold amalgam. Look at that built. Have to get a ladder down here so they can access it. I think I'm gonna have to... Yeah, they'd be all the way up here coming down. So I think, at least for now, I'm gonna get the ladder right here, because I'm gonna want to block this off and replace that with a tile so that the water can just flow into here once it's built. The power situation over here. That's probably overdrawing. All right, well, let's plug that in anyway. And then piping wise, we'll just bring this down here. And then we'll just go over and in. And then let's just dig that out. Build a ladder that comes across here and gives us access to all that. And that should do it. Well, once this is built. All right, let's let that do its thing. I think I am going to have to at least dump a little food into here. Do I have any gristleberries? I do not. We can put some barbecue in here. What's going on here? Are people not able to use the bathroom again? Oh. Yeah, that's not good. Get that to a priority 9. That's got to get done as soon as possible. No bathrooms is not good. Have mess everywhere, wet feet. Alright, this should have gotten some food across. Maybe not. Maybe so. Nope, it did not. Uh-oh. Harold, it is time to head back home. Let's go ahead and put your suit on. Okay, and that should be the air sneaking back in. Let's go ahead and uncheck all that for the time being. Ah, you only ate about 4,000 calories, so that's good to know. All right, so I think we are in a good spot to put the cut in for today. What am I pumping over there? I'm dumping a bunch of sand in there. Did I manage to get any calories in there? Probably not. All right, well, that's fine. It'll all be okay. Set this to priority 7, make sure it gets done. All right, so we'll leave it there for today. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please consider hitting the like button, subscribing if you want to see more content in the future, and we will catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.